Well, my name is Alexandra Cook, and I live in Newtown at the moment, but originally I'm from Moscow, Russia.
And you've come here to spend the day working with us on one of the Atelier days. And you've been painting, just back away so people can see. So you've set up your easel there, and you have it's like a little studio, and you've brought a couple of paintings with you, haven't you? Could you tell us about the paintings? There's this one that was on the go before you came.
Well, this one was inspired by a photograph I took a few years ago for a road near the Norfolk coast.
Near Norfolk?
Well, it's in Norfolk. It's in Mandersley, little village on the coast, which I visit quite often. But it sort of evolved from that and has a life of its own at the moment.
It's been on the go a while then?
No, I mean, I started it a couple of days ago. I first studied background, and then yesterday I sketched the road and so on, with paddles, and today added some color to it.
Yes, I see. You work in lots of small lines, and you very complicated flowing movements in the painting.
Well, that's the way I like it the most. It's either in acrylic or oil pastel. Do sort of like long strokes and connected and intersecting and moving. It's just sort of the most natural way to do painting, I guess, for me.
And you have another one here on the go as well, which is similar. Could we put that on the easel, or at least hold it so that we can see it better?
Yeah, that one I started.
There's another example of the same sort of approach, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually a bit unusual for me.
Is it?
Because normally I do everything very different.
Oh yeah.
And
what you mean? All your pictures are different from each other?
Well, they tend to be. I don't sort of try to
paint with a style.
Paint with a style. I'd rather experiment.
Yes, I see.
Because that's sort of the most important thing for me.
I agree with you. Every painting's a new experiment, isn't it?
But in some cases, people ask me like, can you bring similar pictures so we can, in a gallery, put them next to each other, or otherwise they end up everywhere.
Yes.
So I'm sort of trying to, using the same media, same background, and sort of see how it's going.
Yeah. And you came here just by seeing the website.
Yes, I think somebody followed me on Twitter, and then I sort of. From that, I found website and found it really interesting and exciting. And so.
How have you found today?
Well, I think it's great. I sort of been living in Newtown for about 6 or 7 years, and sort of went to different artist places, but it didn't really feel for real so much because, well...
Amateur, do you think a little amateur artist?
Well, it's not so much amateur. Some of them probably selling their artwork for quite a lot of money, but that's the point. And for me, it's like not enough.
Yeah.
And here I can feel that people are really creative and creating work which is sort of not just to sell pretty picture.
Yeah,
which is different.
Yeah, good. Oh, I'm glad. That's delightful to hear that. And possibly we might see you again.
Well, hopefully. It's a bit long journey for me, but I'll try.
All the way on the train from Newtown. It's a long way and expensive, I expect, as well. Well, it's been great having you here, and it's such a new perspective coming from someone whose background is Russian to hear about things. So perhaps we'll see you again.
Thank you.
Goodbye.